That's this generation, and if we don't uplift them, and I think this is something that we really need to hit home. There's so many things that we could get into right now, and the crazy thing to me is like everywhere that we turn as youth is you're constantly seeing these bad habits, these bad morals getting pushed at you, and they're encouraged. And this is something that we really need to tell. We've got a hurting generation outside of our doors, and if we don't reach out and let them know that it doesn't matter because the blood covers everything. And that's something that we've kind of taught for the past few weeks, that you can be the worst person, you can have the worst past, you can have the worst situation, but as soon as your feet hit the floor, your knees hit the floor, and you touch the sky in that prayer, you are different. And that the blood covers everything. It doesn't matter anymore. So that's kind of been our theme for tonight. And I'm telling you this because I was supposed to speak tonight. I don't speak very well. I sing. Speaking's not my strong suit. So I was talking to Mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, they already told me it's going to be me. I'm going to be awful. You've got to help me out. So we came up with the idea that tonight we would leave it open, and we're going to let the phrase, come as you are, kind of linger while we sing. And then I'm going to ask you all what it means to you. This should be one of the strongest things to us. This is the basis of our faith, the basis of our salvation, that it didn't matter what we did. It didn't matter what we are, what we were. We had an opportunity. We still have the opportunity. We came, and now we're different. So we're going to open it up to the youth. We're going to open it up to you all, kind of like what God has done in your life and what that really means for you. That way I don't have to speak, and it's going to be great. So we'll get the youth up here. We'll start you some singing. You can hear the groan. They're like, oh, I gotta sing.